right. Okay. Well, let me kick it off this morning and welcome everybody to our press conference with the City of Lake Charles and the Calhoun Parish Police Jury. We have a announcement that we want to make this morning concerning a major donation for the rebuilding of Millenium Park. This is an exciting project, and the city is very encouraged by the outpouring of public support that we have gotten over the last several weeks in connection with this project. Just a little bit of background. I remember the morning that Percy Brown called me and told me that we'd had a fire at the park, and I went over there, and Percy had already been out there and was inspecting the damage, and I went out there. And as we walked around the park, people were almost a continual flow of traffic. The word had already gotten out, and people were coming up and looking. And I remember one gentleman telling me that when his son, his little 5-year-old son, heard about what had happened at the park, he just broke down almost in tears. He was just so upset about it, and he asked his daddy. He said, "Daddy, are they going to rebuild that park?" And that's what this is really all about. It's about the kids, and it's about the fun, it's about the recreation, it's about their hopes and their dreams, and it's really interesting. Over the past several weeks, we've also had a chance to meet with some of the school children in different schools to kind of get their input about what they'd like to see in the new park. And every time that we begin the program, we ask a question. And we've got maybe 15, 20, 30 kids, depending on which school you're at. We ask the question. We say, how many of you have actually been to Millenium Park? And we have yet to ask that question and not get 100% response. It's amazing. And already through the Community Foundation of Southwest Louisiana, we have had, I guess, donations in all amounts, from small kids collecting pennies, selling lemonade, doing whatever, making contributions, kids at different schools making their contributions, and not just children inside Lake Charles. And I think that's the significance of the announcement that we make this morning, that the Calhoun Parish Police Jury, the entity that represents the entire parish of Calhoun, recognizes the value of Millenium Park, represents the symbolism of Millenium Park, understands what Millenium Park means to the children of our entire area. And so they wanted to be a supporter, and we certainly appreciate that. We are committed as a city to rebuilding this park, as we have said since the beginning, bigger and better. And bigger and better means we're going to be spending all total over $2 million on rebuilding this park. And so this park is going to have many components to it, many different features to it, but it's going to be a first-class park for the children of our community. So we're very honored to be here this morning and to be a part of this ceremony and to make this announcement. I'm not going to steal any thunder from the police jury. I'm going to let them announce the dollar amount. But needless to say, it is a significant sum. And with this sum, I think we will officially pass the halfway mark in our effort to raise private funds. We're trying to raise about $350,000 in outside monies, in addition to the city monies that we'll be putting into the park. We're trying to raise around $350,000 from different sources. And this certainly helps to push us past that halfway mark, which is really so important. Before I ask Mr. Guy Brame, who is the president of the police jury, to come up, I'd like to just recognize a few folks that are here with us in the audience. Mr. Stuart Weatherford, who is on the city council and who is very good about making all of these events and coming out and showing support, is here. I have Mr. Adley Cormier with the Downtown Development Authority. And let's see, what other officials do we have here? John Cardone, City Administrator. He's an official. And we have Laurie Marinovich with the Downtown Development Authority. Karen Harrell was our Finance Director. She keeps up with all the money. And we have some other folks that we're going to be calling up in a minute, and we'll be introducing a little bit more formally. But I just wanted to recognize our city folks here. And so at this time, I'd like to recognize, I almost got ahead of myself. Okay. Ms. Kay Barnett. All right. Well, I thought you were in the duck race. Weren't you in the duck race? It's ducks on Sunday, and it's Millennium Park on Tuesday,
We seem
right?
kind of quacked up.
Kay Barnett, I want to introduce Kay. She is the original co-chairman of the Millennium Park effort, and we really do appreciate the energy, the vitality that she brings to this effort. We had to get her back in and make her a part of this this project because she did such a great job originally. We wanted to ensure success on the rebuilding of Millennium Park, and so we tell the kids we're going to rebuild it bigger and better, and we're going to ensure that. We had to go back and we had to bring Kay out of retirement and get her back engaged in this project. So Kay Barnett, who is chair of the Rebuilding Millennium Park effort. Kay?
Thank you, Mayor. I wish I was retired. Thank you. I would like to begin with a reflection this morning. As we gather today, let us reflect on our purpose of community and on our missions of quality of life and place, and on how our missions tie so closely together. Today's support from the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury is a true indication of their commitment to the betterment of Southwest Louisiana and its families. As today is extremely important, also is our future, which lies in the hands of our children. And getting our children involved in the rebuilding of Millennium Park is certainly one way to instill the importance of community in them. Thank you for your foresight and your dedication to this area and this project. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Guy Brame, who is president of the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury, who is going to make an announcement of their donation today.
Thank you. Does anybody know what color my shirt is? When I walked in, I had several questions about what color is that shirt. Anyway, good morning. I'm glad to be here today. More than 10 years ago, countless volunteers came calling from all parts of Calcasieu Parish, rolled up their sleeves, and lent their hard work to create a unique park that welcomed children of all ages to enjoy. The team effort produced more than 10 years of excitement to our area's youth. With a place like Millennium Park, often think of it's indestructible. Unfortunately, on too many occasions, we show different, unpleasant realities. Such was the case when I saw the once towering structures in ashes. I can tell you personally that I was in utter disbelief. Sadness quickly turned to a mood of renewed optimism when the city of Lake Charles announced a new chapter in the ongoing story of Millennium Park, proclaiming its rise from the ashes to once again becoming a place of joy for our community to enjoy in the future. As a resident of Calcasieu Parish, I'm looking forward to the day when my grandchildren will be able to enjoy Millennium Park version 2.0. 2.0. In recent weeks, we've seen local organizations and groups stepping up to the plate, committing their support. As president of the police jury, it is a great pleasure to inform you today that the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury is joining this effort. At the April 21st regular meeting at the police jury, a resolution was passed without objection by all 15 jurors to support the Millennium Park rebuilding effort, committing economic development funds in the amount of $50,000. The police jury believes it is continued advancement of our community in every aspect, just as the previous Millennium Park was an example of Southwest Louisiana's creative and skilled leaders involved in this project, or making sure that the new park will continue to make that statement. We thank the City of Lake Charles, the Community Foundation of Southwest Louisiana, the Community Task Force in assisting these groups, and finally, the other participating organizations that have lent their support in recent weeks to see the dream of the new Millennium Park move closer to becoming a reality. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
I would like to be able to announce that this donation will allow us to name the Calcasieu River Lighthouse and the I-10 Bridge. And what is very significant about those two play components will be the flair that they will give to the playground, indicating and showing a lot about Calcasieu Parish. And we also want to try to be able to duplicate the cross guns that are on the bridge in the design in that area in the playground.
Very good.
So this is such a significant donation. I would like Bob Dewey and Lanny Young. Y'all really haven't had a chance to say too much as head of our fundraising committee, but since this puts us over the halfway mark, I would love for you to be able to make that announcement. Is Bob here and Lanny?
That's all right. Hi, I'm Bob Dewey. This is Lanny Young. We're the co-chairs for the Millennium Park, and we wanted to announce this. This puts us up almost to $200,000, and we're well on our way. We're going to have people on the streets starting next week, going to all the businesses and industry, and we hope to top that 350 and keep going and just make the park bigger, safer, and accessible to kids of all playing abilities.
We're very, very excited about replacing this symbol of community spirit here in Southwest Louisiana.
Thank you.
And I see City Councilman Stuart Weatherford. Is there anything you would like to say since we're winging it this morning? Okay, we got those Eagles wings going. Okay, would you like to do the presentation of the check? Sure. Okay, and we have several people to come forward, the mayor and Brian Beam and Guy and okay.
I guess
I'm going to get on the end because I always end up with my check right there. Oh, you do? Okay. And Lisa Verrett, would you like to come up? Oh.
back here. The chartreuse.
This picture was in color when we all met.
Okay, one, count of three. 1, 2, 3. Let me look at this. Looks good. Then one more. 1, 2, 3. Great.
We also want to present to you all while you're here, Mayor, a piece of the Trex from the playground, the original playground, and you would come up. And what we were able to do,
Why don't you get it the mic?
was we put your logo on there. It says in appreciation of the $50,000 contribution for the rebuilding of Millennium Park. April 21st, 2011, which is the date of your police jury meeting when you made the decision to make the donation, the logos of the design of the Calcasieu River Lighthouse and the Calcasieu River Bridge, as well as the logo of the rebuilding Millennium Park. We thought you would find that to be a great addition to perhaps your chambers here. Thank you. And are there any questions anyone has to ask? There's numerous other people here. Percy Brown with Parks and Recreation, Shelley Appleby with the city, Laurie Marinovich, who announced Lloyd. Meg Lovejoy, who is going to work with us on our volunteers, is going to be huge. And Cassandra Gilbo on our public relations. Lisa Barrett with Community Foundation. And I think you've met everyone else. And Scott Raymond, who puts a lot of this press conference together. All right, well, we're moving forward. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you to the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury.
Thanks again. Appreciate it.